again to my channel. Today I'm doing a natural glam look and I'm excited to show you one of the new products that I've been using, so let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is start with good skincare. That is the key to everything. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to link my skincare video in the description box, so be sure to check that out. So as you can see, I've already done my eyebrows. You also want to do your eyebrows. Even if it's just running an eye gel cream over your eyebrows, or I like to actually use the MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Brow Set. Looks like that. And it comes in different shades. You can get it in a tinted shade, you can get it in a clear shade. A lot of times I just use like the clear brow set and just run that through my brows and you're good to go. So definitely you don't want to neglect your brows. The second step that I go into is I take the MAC Strobe Cream and I take a little bit on my finger, get my mirror set here, and I actually kind of put that on the high points right there on my cheekbones, just so I can have a little bit of shine and just so I can glow a little bit in those spots. Okay, so then I'm going into this new product that I've been using. It's by Rodan Fields. It's Radiant Defense Perfecting Liquid. This is great. It also has SPF 30 in it. I have been using this for a while. I use it before I go teach class. On the weekends when I wake up and I don't feel like putting on any makeup, obviously, then I will take this, put it on a brush, put it all over my face, and it works great. Even after I've been sweating, this stuff is still on and it still looks nice. Makeup companies have other products that are similar to this, and I've used them. I've used Charlotte Tilbury. I've used MAC has one. I don't think they work as well as this one, and that's saying a lot for me because I'm very, very picky. But this one works great. It doesn't leave any splotches after you've been sweating, and it's just great. So, okay, enough of that talking. I'm going to put some of this on my foundation brush. You could use your hands for it, but I don't like using my hands. You could actually use your hands and like rub it and all in over your face, but I don't like to use my hands. So I just use my foundation brush. I put a little bit on there. And I actually got two colors because when I first tried it, when I got the samples from my friend, Roxanne, I will list her information below where you can get the product. When I first got it, mixing the samples, I mixed almond and this one, espresso. Is that espresso? Yes, espresso. And I thought the mix worked really, really well, but now I've just been using the espresso by itself. And I really, really like it. Now the good thing about these is, and I like to put some kind of on my eyes too. The good thing about these is you can go as light or as heavy as you want to go. So if you feel like, oh, you know, I'm not feeling my greatest self today, you could do another pump and put some more on. But I actually feel like this is okay for me right now. So I'm just gonna stop here. So it's meant to look like your skin. Actually, I would like to say a better version of your skin. It's supposed to give you that kind of natural finish and that Photoshop kind of look. So I think this does pretty well. I actually really, really like it. So I'm going to list the details for that in my description box. Check that out. So next I go into concealer. During the day, I like to use a lighter concealer, not a heavy concealer. So my go-to is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I really like this concealer. It's light and again, it's buildable. So if you need more coverage, you can add more coverage to it. I really love this concealer. So I'm going to take that, put a little bit there under my eyes. And then I take a damp sponge, a beauty sponge, and I just kind of tap that in, and I even go like right there, kind of on my eyelid. So now, because I'm oily, I take the Sacha Buttercup powder and I dip my sponge into that, and I'm going to go right over that concealer underneath just to make sure I don't get any creasing or anything. So now I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm going to set my face with the MAC pressed powder. It's the Next to Nothing powder, and I use the one in Dark Deep. So I'm just going to take my powder brush and just apply that all over my face. And then I'm going to move into bronzer to just kind of add some warmth to my face. I'm using the Bobbi Brown bronzer, and it is in Deep 4. I love this bronzer. I've actually hit pan on this bronzer, so I'm getting to the point where I'm going to need to buy some more. This is a great bronzer. And I just kind of go around my forehead, kind of carve out and try to make some more cheekbones. And then I go kind of down my nose. I don't spend a lot of time contouring my nose, but I do like a little bit of detail and to slim it up a little bit. So you can take that, the same bronzer, kind of take your brush and do that little action and just go down your nose. And then kind of on my jawline. So then I'm going to take that same bronzer, and for my eyes, you could just do mascara, call it a day. But I like to take that same bronzer, just dip in there with my eyeshadow brush, and just kind of put that all over my eyelid space. In my crease, right there, right on the eyelid, just all over. You don't have to be precise, so you're just adding just a little bit of color there. And I just think it just looks really nice versus just adding mascara. And then you can go in and add your mascara. I'm using my tried and true L'Oreal Double Extend. Has the primer on one side and the mascara on the other side. So I just coat my lashes with this one time. And you don't even have to apply very much of it. And then I follow that up with mascara. That's right conveniently on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to go into blush. I like using the MAC Extra Dimension blush. And this one I'm using in Telling Glow. So it looks like this. Let me show you closer. And I like this blush because it kind of adds a nice highlight as well. So you get the color and a little bit of shimmer at the same time. And then if you're like me and you just like highlight even for a natural glow, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact. And this is a very good highlighter to use, especially if you're new to using highlight. And it's buildable. And I like to put a little bit down my nose, just like that. So for the last step, we're going to finish off with the lips. I have been loving the NYX Butter Glosses. I'm using this one in Red Velvet. I love the ones that have a little bit of color, especially when you're going like for a natural look and you want your lips to pop a little bit more. But I also like having a gloss. So if I can get them both kind of in one-stop shop, that's even better. So I love this one because it adds a lot of color and it's a gloss. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know your thoughts, comment, like, subscribe. I will see you next time.